Welcome to the OffsideAI Masterclass. I'm going to show you something that's fundamentally changing how businesses operate in 2026. We're talking about AgenticAI, AI, artificial intelligence that doesn't just answer questions, but actually takes action. It executes tasks, manages workflows, and orchestrates complex business processes autonomously. At OffsideAI, we've built production systems using these agentic workflows for companies across real estate, freight logistics, and enterprise automation. Today, I'm going to pull back the curtain and show you exactly how it works. In this masterclass, you'll learn, first, what agentic AI actually means and why it's different from traditional chatbots. Second, how to set up your own AI agent that can interact with your tools and systems. Third, how OffsideAI uses these patterns to build production applications. And finally, practical techniques you can apply to your own business today. Let's dive in. So what exactly is agentic AI? Let me break it down simply. Traditional AI, what most people think of when they hear ChatGPT, is reactive. You ask a question, it gives an answer. You provide input, it returns output. That's it. Agentic AI is fundamentally different. It has agency. It can perceive its environment, make decisions, take actions, and iterate based on results. It's not just a responder, it's an operator. Think about the difference between a reference librarian and a personal assistant. The librarian answers your questions. Where's the history section? They tell you. Great. The personal assistant does the work. I need information about the French Revolution for my presentation. They research it, compile the relevant facts, format it for slides, and hand you the finished product. That's the leap we're making with agentic systems. At OffsideAI, we've productionized this across multiple domains. PropzAI, our real estate platform, uses agentic workflows to automatically process property listings, generate market analyses, and coordinate between buyers and agents. FR8 Pro AI handles freight logistics with agents that track shipments, optimize routes, and communicate with carriers autonomously. And OffsideAI Studio, our workflow orchestration platform, lets enterprises build custom agentic pipelines without writing code. The common thread? AI that acts, not just advises. Now, rather than just talking about this abstractly, I want to show you a concrete example. We're going to set up an AI agent from scratch, a tool called ClaudeBot that exemplifies modern agentic architecture. This will give you hands-on understanding of how these systems work at a technical level. Then we'll connect it back to enterprise applications. All right, let's get practical. I'm going to walk you through setting up ClaudeBot, an agentic AI assistant that demonstrates the core principles we've been discussing. What makes ClaudeBot interesting is that it's not a walled garden. It connects to your actual tools and systems, your email, calendar, files, development environment. It's an agent that operates in your real computing environment. First step, authentication. We're signing into Google here to enable the agent to access various Google Workspace services. Now we're into the actual ClaudeBot onboarding process. Notice the terminal interface. This is where the magic happens. The first thing you'll see is a security warning. This is crucial, and I want you to pay attention to it. The system is explicitly telling us, this agent can run commands, read and write files, and act through any tools you enable. It can send messages on channels you configure. This transparency is essential for agentic systems. You need to understand what permissions you're granting. Now we configure the core settings: gateway port, loopback binding, authentication method. These might seem like technical details, but they're the infrastructure that enables the agent to operate. The key insight here: agentic systems need a communication layer. The gateway is how the AI receives instructions and reports results. It's the nervous system of the operation. Here's where we select the AI model that will power our agent. Notice the options: Claude Opus, Claude Sonnet, various versions. Each has different capabilities and cost profiles. For agentic work, you generally want a more capable model. The agent needs to reason about complex situations, make decisions, and handle unexpected scenarios. This isn't the place to cut corners. We're selecting Claude Opus 4.5, currently the most capable model available for this kind of autonomous work. API key entry. This is your authentication with the AI provider, in this case, Anthropic. A brief note on architecture. The agent runs locally on your machine, but calls out to the AI provider for the actual reasoning. This hybrid approach gives you control over your data while leveraging state-of-the-art models. Your files stay local. The AI sees only what you explicitly share in each conversation. Now we get to the really interesting part: skills. Skills are what transform a language model into an agentic system. They're modular capabilities that let the AI interact with specific tools and services. Look at this list: Apple Notes, Apple Reminders, 1Password, Twitter integration, camera access, email management, calendar control. Each of these is a skill the agent can use. Let's understand what we're seeing here. 7 skills are immediately eligible, meaning all their dependencies are met and they're ready to use. 42 skills have missing requirements. They need additional software or configuration. 0 are blocked by Allow List. This is a security feature that lets you restrict which skills the agent can access. This modular architecture is fundamental to how we build agentic systems at OffsideAI. You compose capabilities rather than building monolithic applications. Let me highlight some particularly interesting skills. SAG. That's the Eleva Labs text-to-speech integration. The agent can literally speak to you with a natural voice. Video frames. Extracts frames from videos using FFmpeg. Useful for analysis and content creation. iMessage integration. The agent can read and send messages on your behalf. Peekaboo. Captures and automates the macOS UI. The agent can see your screen and interact with applications. Each skill dramatically expands what the agent can accomplish. The iMessage skill is a perfect example of how channels work in agentic systems. Notice the note. This is still a work in progress. Ensure ClaudeBot has full disk access to messages database. Grant automation permission for messages when prompted. These permissions matter. You're giving the agent access to a communication channel. It can read your messages, understand context, and respond on your behalf. This is the same pattern we use at OffsideAI for customer communication automation. The agent participates in conversations, but you control the boundaries. Now let's look at the installation process. The system uses npm Node Package Manager to handle dependencies. This is important. The agent isn't a black box. It's built on standard software engineering practices. You can inspect, modify, and extend every component. This transparency is essential for enterprise adoption. You can audit what the agent does, version control its capabilities, and integrate it with your existing development workflows. Now let's connect what we've learned to enterprise applications. How does OffsideAI use these patterns in production? The key principle is workflow orchestration. Instead of one agent doing everything, You have specialized agents that handle specific domains, coordinated by an orchestration layer. Think of it like a company. You don't have one person doing sales, support, accounting, and engineering. You have specialists who communicate and collaborate. In PropzAI, our real estate platform, here's what a typical workflow looks like. A property listing agent monitors multiple listing services. When a new property matches criteria, it triggers. A data enrichment agent pulls comparable sales, neighborhood statistics, and market trends. An analysis agent generates a property report with insights and recommendations. A communication agent sends the report to the relevant client with personalized commentary. 4 specialized agents, orchestrated automatically. No human bottleneck. FR8 Pro AI applies the same pattern to freight logistics. Tracking agents monitor shipment status across carriers. They don't just pull data, they interpret it. Shipment delayed due to weather isn't just logged, it's acted upon. Route optimization agents continuously recalculate delivery windows based on real-time conditions. Communication agents proactively update customers before they have to ask. The result? Logistics operations that run themselves, with humans handling only the exceptions. OffsideAI Studio brings this power to enterprises who want to build their own agentic workflows. It's a visual orchestration platform. You define agents, their capabilities, their triggers, and their handoffs. No code required for basic workflows. Full customization available when you need it. The demo you just watched, setting up ClaudeBot, that's the foundation. OffsideAI Studio abstracts it into something any business user can configure. Let's summarize what we've covered. Agentic AI is AI that acts, not just advises. It perceives, decides, executes, and iterates. The architecture involves skills, modular capabilities that connect to tools and systems. Channels, communication pathways for human interaction. And orchestration, coordinating multiple agents into workflows. Security and permissions are first-class concerns. You control what the agent can access and do. Here are your actionable next steps. First, experiment with an agentic tool yourself. ClaudeBot is open source at claude.bot. Set it up, play with the skills, understand the mechanics. Second, identify a repetitive workflow in your business. Something that follows clear rules but takes human time. That's your agentic candidate. Third, consider how specialized agents might collaborate. Break down your workflow into discrete steps. Each step could be an agent. Finally, if you want to fast-track this, reach out to OffsideAI. We help enterprises design and implement production agentic systems. Thanks for watching this masterclass. The future of business automation isn't chatbots that answer questions. It's agents that do the work. I'm excited to see what you build. Visit offside.ai to learn more about our enterprise solutions, or check out the resources linked in the description. Until next time.